We have Marco Rubio.
The first indication of what would quickly become dramatic developments. Susie Wiles, Trump's chief of staff, leaves a meeting in the White House, a whisper with the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, who then takes her seat near the president and scribbles on a notepad.
They're smart, but they're not smart enough.
He hands it to the president. It is an immediately iconic image. After days of speculation, the ceasefire deal previewed in a handwritten note visible just to the cameras. Very close, it says, underlined. Then, we need you to approve a Truth Social post soon so you can announce deal first. Just a few words, but they tell the story of this moment, that this is a moment President Trump wants to own, his deal.
Yeah, I was just given a note by the Secretary of State saying that we're very close to a deal in the Middle East, and they're going to need me pretty quickly.
The meeting concluded. Then it took a couple of hours, but the Truth Social post came. I'm very proud to announce that Israel and Hamas have both signed off on the first phase of our peace plan, it says. This means that all of the hostages will be released very soon, and Israel will withdraw their troops to an agreed-upon line as the first step towards a strong, durable and everlasting peace. All parties will be treated fairly. This is a great day for the Arab and Muslim world, Israel, all surrounding nations, and the United States of America. And we thank the mediators from Qatar, Egypt and Turkey who worked with us to make this historic and unprecedented event happen. Blessed are the peacemakers. The president's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, and his Middle East envoy, Steve Witkoff, both key players in the process, had only arrived at the negotiations in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, hours earlier. Their presence there, a sign of progress. And then emerged more images for the ages. Israeli, Arab and American negotiators in Sharm el-Sheikh celebrating together. Qatar's prime minister and an Israeli general, quite the shot. Celebrations too in Gaza.
Is this the moment? It's incredibly quiet outside. It's the middle of the night. People haven't heard yet, but also it's incredibly quiet from the skies. Come on!
And of course, among the hostage families in Israel and beyond.
Since you became a president.
In the United States, some family members with Trump's Commerce Secretary, Howard Lutnick, and on the phone with the president.
Our home. Thank you so much. Blessed be the peacemakers.
God bless you, Mr. President. God bless America.
Thank you very much. You just take care of yourselves. The hostages will come back. They're all coming back on Monday.
In a statement on X, the Israeli Prime Minister wrote, "With the approval of the first phase of the plan, all our hostages will be brought home. This is a diplomatic success and a national and moral victory for the state of Israel," he said. The president is expected to travel to the region in the days ahead, probably to Israel to coincide with the hostages coming home. Quite the optics for the self-styled peacemaker president who can now maybe claim that tag, if it all holds.
We need to look into the details, Mark.
Speaking to Sky's Trump 100 podcast, the longtime advisor to the Palestine Liberation Organization reserved his optimism.
We still don't know what are the changes that were made in Sharm el-Sheikh. But if the details are based on what we already know, I think the first phase could perfectly work. The first phase spoke about a release of all the Israeli captives from Gaza and a release of Palestinian prisoners from the Israeli side, which is also an important point. Who are those people that are going to be released? What are the names? Will Maron al-Barghouthi, for example, the most popular Palestinian politician, be released from Israeli jails or not? I mean, that would be extremely significant. But once again, I think it's still too early to make a big celebration or just to declare that the war is over.
An Israeli commentator, Nadav Eyal, was equally uneasy about the long-term success.
I'm cautiously pessimistic about what's going to happen there, but what we do see here is an involvement for the first time of Arab countries from across the region. Moderate Arab countries, not so moderate Arab countries, and they're going to be involved in what's going to happen in Gaza, in rebuilding Gaza. And this gives me hope because they have the legitimacy that Israel does not have to operate within Gaza.
But the region has woken up today with an unquestionable shift after tens of thousands have died, compromise and agreement. Words so hard to find here for so long, they were found in Egypt overnight. Events over the days ahead will be pivotal. One man in the Oval Office is taking this as his moment. Mark Stone, Sky News in Washington.